man, you clicked on this video for a couple dang reasons. The first reason is you're tired of your aim looking like this. Shooting circles around everybody. I can't. God. Maybe I can hit them with my pistol. I need to watch a settings video. See, man, the thing about you is you want your aim to stop looking like you're shooting a circle all over the place, and you want it to look a little more straight like this.
Damn, this kid has some of the most insane aim I've seen. I need his settings.
Well, look, man, I'm glad you clicked on the video because today I'm going to help you make your aim a lot better. I'm also going to help your movement a lot better so that you can actually slide around the map without feeling like somebody put 44 bricks in your pocket. So first off, you might be wondering, why is everything blurred out? The reason I blurred everything out is that way you have to actually watch the effing video instead of just taking a screenshot. So the first setting we're going to cover is the button layout. So what do you play on normally? What does everybody play on? They play on F and default. Default is for scumbags. If you're a scumbag, you play on default. Why are you a scumbag if you play on default? Well, it's because every single time you want to do something like sliding or dolphin diving, you have to literally pull your entire, you got to take your entire thumb, you got to pull it off of your joystick just to press a button. Every single time that you want to slide or dive, you got to do this motion. And you know how slow that is? And also you can't control which way you can't move it at the same time. So you can't really, it just sucks. So if you're not a scumbag, you're going to change that setting today, right now at this moment, to tactical. What tactical is going to allow you to do is it's going to allow you to slide and it's going to allow you to dolphin dive using the joystick. All you got to do is click this little B word in one time and you're going to perform a slide. So that's the first setting I need you to change. Now heading into the next setting we're going to talk about is your horizontal and your vertical sensitivity. This is the bread and butter of the settings videos. Everybody's like, what's the best sensitivity? And I'm going to give you a secret off the bat. Some of you might think if you change your sensitivity, you're going to have godlike accuracy. It's just not the case, but it definitely will help you out, okay? So, I used to play on 5.5 before this Call of Duty. I played on 5.5 and I had insane aim. My aim was incredible. It was the greatest aim of all time, I'd say. But in this Call of Duty, I don't know, something about it's a little different. I just wanted to be a little bit faster. I feel like it's a little more movement based. So I now play on a 7.7, and I think a lot of the pro Call of Duty players, the CDL pros, are playing on a 7.7 as well, and it's a very good sensitivity. If you're playing on something like a effing 14.14 or a 26.26, you're probably missing every single shot, and you're lying to yourself if you're not. You probably are missing every single shot. So be humble and lower your sensitivity down a little bit, and you'll probably hit a lot more shots than you used to. Now let's skim over a couple settings that don't matter at all. We're going to scroll down past all of these. Actually, this one some of you might actually worry about. Swap LB RB with LT RT. I don't think this one matters at all. That's personal preference. That crap doesn't matter. Controller vibration, of course you want to have that turned off unless you want the game to feel like it's real life and you just want to shake all over the place when you're shooting your gun. Now we're going to talk about the dead zone inputs. People go crazy over dead zone inputs. A lot of people say stuff like, dude, you change your dead zone input, you're going to have godlike accuracy. It's not true, dude. People are clickbaiting you, man. Really, to be honest with you, there's no settings you can use that's going to make you a god at the game. But you can definitely be a little bit better if you have the right settings on. So, for the dead zone inputs, this is what I like to use. For the left stick, we put that crap on a 5. For the right stick, I think we got it on about a 10 right now. You know what? Just now, I think I might even lower that down to like an 8. So, you basically want to get this as low as you possibly can. Without getting stick drift. I have seen a video on somebody saying you wanted a little bit higher actually. So I think the sweet spot for me is about a 5, about a 5 to a 10. I think that's a very nice little stick dead zone, whatever the crap you call it. Then for the left stick and the right stick, these are very important. You do want to lower these to an 80-80. What this is going to allow you to do is you don't have to push that, you don't have to push your joystick as much to fully sprint. You only got to push it in a little bit. Before, you got to pull the F out of that mother effer to fully sprint. But now, if you put that on an 80-80, you only got to pull it a little bit, and you're going to be sprinting as fast as you possibly can. So that's a very important one to lower down a little bit. All the pros do that as well. And then your left trigger, right trigger, you're definitely keeping that on a 0-0, okay? Because you do not want any delay at all whenever you're shooting your gun. You want to shoot immediately. Now let's head over to the aiming settings. The aiming settings is That's a good one, man. So heading into the first thing we're going to talk about is your sensitivity multiplier, all right? Clicking on sensitivity multiplier, third person sensitivity, who gives a crap? Ground vehicles, who gives a crap? I mean, the only one that matters here is your ADS sensitivity multiplier. And I think this one I keep on a 0.85. It's just slow enough. You don't want it too slow, because if you put it too slow, I've learned that whenever you're trying to... Oh my God, Two-Raw gonna join up in the middle of a video production. What the F, dude?
Oh, my bad, my bad,
Oh,
my bad, my bad,
God
my
dang
bad,
it,
my
dude.
bad, my bad,
What the crap? That's going to be in the cut. We're throwing that in there, dude. God dang it, Two-Raw. All right, man, like I was saying, dude, ADS sensitivity multiplier, you want to keep that on a 0.85, because whenever you're tracking people at long range, if you have this set too low, if it's set way too low, you ain't going to be able to keep up with people, and you can't even shoot them out of the air. So I think 0.85 is about right. Really, you could probably get by with about a 0.95, but I like it to be pretty slow. That way, up close, I'm able to hit those shots. And yeah, it's just, I think this is the best for me at least. And yeah. Now, heading into the next thing we're going to look at is aiming advanced settings. Now, for these are pretty important. I want you to put your ADS sensitivity transition timing. Make sure that crap's on instant. You want that on instant, always. Then the next thing you want is aim response curve. I keep that crap on standard, dude. Now, heading into the next settings we got is movement. And for the first thing we got is sprint assist, guys. So for sprint assist, make sure you got tactical sprint assist on. This is very important, dude. If you don't have this on, I'm going to let you know. If you do not have this on, you're going to literally have to press. You're going to have to double click this every single time that you want to sprint. And that is super annoying. That's so annoying. It's going to mess you up a lot. Make sure you got tactical sprint assist always on. Then for mantle assist, I'm going to test this out for you guys, and I'm going to let you know, because I don't know about y'all, but whenever I'm trying to jump through windows and stuff, it's been really glitchy. Like, I'm not jumping through a window when I'm trying to jump through a window. My guy likes to do these little bouncing forth backwards instead of going through the window. So I might test that one out, but for now I got it off. Crouch assist, you definitely want that off. Corner slice. Corner slice is whenever your guy's like tilting his gun whenever you're going around a corner, and people have already figured out that this doesn't do anything. Like, it doesn't actually give you an advantage. So turn this off, because it's screwing you up. Up next, we got a very important setting to talk about, which is slide/dive behavior. So for this one, I keep mine on tap to slide, because I ain't gonna lie to you, because I'm a scumbag. The best one in the game is hybrid. You want to put yours on hybrid. Hybrid is basically whenever you want to slide, all you do is you just press your crouch button to slide. But if you want to dive, you got to press in the joystick and the crouch button to perform a dive. And on hybrid, you don't have to, like, there's a lot less of a delay whenever it comes to sliding. So you're going to be able to slide a lot faster, and it's going to be a lot smoother. And you're not going to be diving randomly. You're going to actually be able to control when you dive. So I'm probably going to change that one right now. It actually takes a lot of time to get used to, probably a couple of days. But I think I'm going to suck it up and try it out, because I can't stand just dolphin diving in the middle of gunfights when I'm trying to lay down. Oh yeah, I almost forgot to cover sprint assist. Also, another thing you want on is make sure you got sprint assist delay on a 0, sprint assist sideways, and backwards is also on. Scrolling down here, make sure you have sprint restore on, slide maintain sprint on, parachute automatic behavior. I got this on off, but I don't know if you guys have noticed, in this game, you could literally barely jump off of a ladder and your guy pulls his parachute out and it gets you killed all the time. It happens to me nonstop. But I still keep it off, because you don't... I see so many people trying to land in it and they pull their chute so early and then they get beamed out of the sky and they're like, these guys are hacking. No, dude, you're so easy to get killed whenever you're just floating in the sky. You're like the easiest kill ever. So definitely make sure you have that off. Mantle cancels reload, keep that off. And then let's talk about movement advanced settings. So for movement advanced settings, we got sprint/tactical on toggle. This one's off. Tactical sprint activation is on single tap sprint. Plunging underwater is trigger, and then sprinting does a door bash. None of this is that important, to be honest, but I just thought I should show you guys anyway. Alright, so the next settings we're going to cover is the combat settings, and we're going to scroll past all the ones that don't really matter at all. So, scrolling down here to the one that says combat advanced settings, which is very important. We want to go in here, and we want to do the one called sprint cancels reload. Make sure you have this turned off. Now, the next thing we want to cover is one that's also very important, interact/reload behavior. I got mine on tap to reload. I don't know if you guys have found one that works good in this game, But I feel like in this game, whenever you're like trying to pick up stuff, there's always like a delay, and I don't know how to fix that. But if anybody does, make sure to leave it in the comments so everybody else knows, because I feel like tap to reload's not the best, but I have tried some of the other ones, and it's just such a delay when you pick up stuff. Like I'll pick up a gun when I'm trying to reload, and it's just very annoying, and I don't know how to fix it. So if anybody's got any ideas on that, make sure to let people in the comments know. So guys, from my audio settings, we got our master volume on 100, gameplay music, keep that on 0, dialogue on a 40, 100, and then enhanced headphone mode, I keep it on, even though I don't think it does anything unless you pay for it. For the audio mix, I got Sucker Punch on. Mono audio, definitely keeping that off. That one's super terrible. And then you want to scroll down here to one that's very important, which is configure frequency intensity. Make sure you have this on a 40-40-10 on each side. So both of these, make sure you got 40-40-10. And then one of the last things you want to do is make sure you got reduce tinnitus sound. Make sure you have that turned on. Basically, whenever somebody's nonstop throwing flash grenades and stun grenades at you, you're not going to constantly hear. None of this crap's that important. I'm going to just scroll through it. That way you guys can actually see it. That way you guys just know what I got on. So we make sure we got all that like that. And then for HUD presets, one thing you want to do is make sure you got, I didn't even know, what the crap? Make sure you got minimap shape on square. You never want it on round. If you have it on round, you're not going to see nearly as much. You see 25% less when you have it on round. Then scrolling down here, one thing I want to change is player names. Make sure that's on full name. Crosshair, we got that turned on. I have center dot on largest, and I'm going to actually do this right now. I'm going to change my crosshair color. I believe everybody's using color green right now. It's probably not that big of a difference. I don't even know if you guys have this on console. Let me know if you guys do, but I'm going to keep that on green. Oh yeah, and one last thing is, I don't know if it showed it, but make sure you go over here to your field of view and have that on 120, dude. 120 is perfect. In multiplayer, I usually have mine on like 107. But for Warzone, make sure you got yours on 120. 120 is just the best that you could use. And another little secret thing I'm going to show you guys that not many people are going to tell you about is for third-person field of view, lower this one down to a 70. What this is going to allow you to do is whenever you're like all the way up in the sky parachuting, if you go into third person mode, it's actually going to lower your field of view so you can zoom in to see below you, and it's going to kind of save you sometimes. You'll be able to, you know, scope out the area before you land in and die. And then world motion blur and weapon motion blur, we got that crap turned off. And yeah, there you go, guys. That is the settings. I appreciate you guys for effing watching the video, man. Make sure to leave a like on it to help me out, to help the video grow. That way it reaches more than myself. I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you in another one. Peace.